You look so beautiful. I just want to hold space for your beauty, your wisdom.
Thank you. It's all rubber band tape and a little crazy good.
Yes! Hello, beloved. How are you today?
Hi, Qween. How are you? Good afternoon.
I am so excited that we get to talk today about the power of protest.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ceyenne Doroshow, the founder of G.L.I.T.S, Inc. That's gays and lesbians living in a transgender society.
And I'm Queen Jean, founder of Black Trans Liberation. We are here to ratify the statistic that Black trans people, that their life expectancy is 35. I really want to work diligently with our community to make sure that trans people, Black trans angels, can live.
You know, when you say expectancy, my dad said I wouldn't live to the age of 25. And I made it. And I'm still making it at 55 today because that resilience is Black trans magic. It keeps us going. We're not just showgirls. And we're not just people you can erase. We have been here forever. We have been here before Stonewall. Our foremothers have created this platform for us to be working in now. With all the privilege we have now, we still have to fight for our lives.
And that fight is not easy. As you said, our contributions to this world, to this community is immeasurable. But for some reason, it feels like we have to continually fight to prove it. But I'm not tired yet, so I'm willing to fight. And I know you're not tired of fighting, so we got it.
Queen, I got a question for you. So when did you give birth to your movement?
For me personally, it was really birthed out the first day of Pride, June 1st. The weekend before, on Friday, we were all at Foley Square screaming for justice because we were so outraged, so angered by what had just happened to our brother, George Floyd. I ran out into the streets because I was like, this is insane. How can this have happened? How could we have failed this man? Hearing him cry out for his mother was so chilling. And then 2 days later, Tony McDade was shot and killed in Tallahassee. So I literally stood there, I was like, you know what, this is too much. If no one's gonna say their name, I'll say it. And I literally found myself screaming, shouting on a bench in front of Stonewall. And that was really it.
There were so many girls murdered in the beginning of COVID. It just horrified me.
We heard about Nina Pop, Dominique Remy Fells, her body being dismembered. It was crazy. We saw that poor baby, Iana Dior, I believe she was 19, literally trying to fight for her life.
37, 32 this year, either 32 or 37. 32 this year. That is literally horrible. Why are we the people that can be erased and there's no movement? If we're still being killed, motherfuckers need to get the up. We're still fighting for our lives. That's a problem. I totally commend you for living in that moment and understanding that acts needed to happen.
I say this often when I think of Black matriarchs, Black mothers, Black healers. We don't wait for instruction. We don't wait for permission. I had the pleasure and honor of hearing you at the Liberation March in Brooklyn. It was the most powerful thing I've ever experienced. We saw humanity, H-U-E, show up.
In the thousands for Black trans lives.
And
I was so overwhelmed that day. My heart was just beating because I don't think ever, not even Gay Pride, looked like this day.
What I also love that they did, they centered us. They said, baby, if you are a trans, baby, how you show up, femme, trans, math, baby, come to the front. Come get your healing first.
This is something I would have loved for Miss Major Griffin Gracie to see. To be here in New York, and them kids would have practically carried her through that thing. It was that day I seen us finally get the recognition for Black trans women that have been dying for decades.
You just mentioned Miss Major. Are there any unsung heroes in our own community that are not being acknowledged, that have not received their roses.
Olympia and Sasha, definitely. Sharon Grayson, probably one of the first trans Black burlesque dancers ever. Of course, Miss Major Griffin Gracie, Flawless Sabrina, Janetta Johnson, Kiara St. James. These are women that was around in the Stonewall days that you don't hear about. We should be in the articles. We should be in school books because we have been erased from curriculums.
Ceyenne, since the Trans Liberation March, you were able to raise over $1 million. What has that looked like? How has that changed since then?
I'd never thought this was possible. This all started because I was being evicted. Nobody knew that. I'm telling the world that now, but nobody knew that. I've always had this dream. It's been a 20-plus year dream of owning property and doing this education-based housing. I literally did this so we could have that breath of life we have needed, which is not putting people in a box. It's 12 one-bedroom apartments. Well, 11 because I needed to hire a super. She don't do garbage. Okay. But I needed it to look like apartments because when you put people in rooms, how can you grow? So we're building a learning institute downstairs where my broker and his team are going to teach people real estate and how to buy houses and how to save money and where to put that money. White people have been doing this for their children for thousands of years. Qween, 2020 has been a hard year. What is the progress you've seen? What good have you seen come out of all the protests?
The progress has really been around our community, around how we show up for each other. Seeing, young Black men particularly show up for trans women, show up for trans community. So to see Black men ask us our pronouns. Okay. Our young man. And so I hope that as we continue to empower, to educate, to uplift, that we have an understanding that what we're doing is trying to change a system, trying to change white supremacy. For me, there's no reform. We need to dismantle these systems that have not supported Black trans people, that have continually pushed us further into the margins. We need love. We need to be embraced. We need to give our family homes.
I love that.
Ceyenne, my love, I think we all know that success does not happen overnight. It is that boulder that Sisyphus continually rolls up that hill. Do you feel that there's a way that we can measure success?
Success looks like tomorrow and a better day. It looks like Black trans women and men getting an education, getting doctorate degrees. And I need about 10 trans judges to suck it to every governor and senator in this world. We need that. But success looks like tomorrow in peace. That's success.
Success looks like Ceyenne Doroshow to me.
Success looks like Qween, the fabulous child.
We got love. We have abundance. We do. It's inspiration in that I wish I could take our movement, our love, this ritual to every city. I want to ensure that young people do not have to think that this world will be better without them. Baby, this world will be better because of you.
We need to wake up every morning and look in the mirror and say, thank you for giving me, and I deserve me. We don't need to beg to live. This is something we're entitled to.
Yes.
In your personal opinion, how could you describe what the next steps are in this work for a cis woman, for a cis queer man, to help lift the voices of Black trans women in this world?
I think I'll be honest. The first thing is you should not consider yourself an ally. We need co-conspirators. You've got to be ready to speak up and fight back. When someone is being misgendered, when someone is being denied access, it may be awkward for you, but darling, that's our reality. Baby, we need a Black trans woman in that White House. And when she gets there, she's calling it the president's residence. And I think I know a girl. Message. Cayenne, it has been the utmost joy to hold space with you today and to share space.
Queen, 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 darling. You are the gift that's gonna give this world so much promise. I thank you so much. And if you ever want to, we should hook up. You can come here. I will cook for you. Yes. And we will have a girls' day. When this is over, you call me.
Thank you. Truly, thank you, Betty.
Thank you.
For everything. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the work that you continue to do.
And thank you, Logo, damn it.
Yeah!